It's time for Golden Sun. Need to hook up my controller quick. There we go. All right. Suppose we'll let's see, it's inverted, right? Yeah, it is. Okay. Suppose we'll call him Crispy. You know, that's kind of what we tend to do. Oh. Right. Yeah, Crispy doesn't fit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh. Well, if Crispy doesn't fit, we could go... I think we can go Cass. Helps if I choose the right letter S. Good lord. So Golden Sun is a favorite of mine. I've only beat it once, but I've played through the early sections of this game. I couldn't even count how many times. I don't know. This is possibly like, aside from like Pokemon, which is like a completely different type of, you know, RPG. But for like RPGs with like turn-based combat, this is probably the one I've got, I would assume, the most hours in. For whatever that's worth. Oh, we've got a Wally. We get Cat Cam. Oh, someone knocked down Cat Cam again. Why you so shy? The people want to see you. The people want to see the Wally. They want to see the Wally. Now, we've got a different problem. Paul McCartney is in Wally's way. He's too beautiful. Well, I don't think Wally's planning a heist. That only leaves the one other cat. That leaves Bella to be planning a heist, which I fully believe she is capable of. Oh, Paul Cam? Yeah. If Wally goes away, we just get McCartney Cam. That's a little cursed. Oh, is he capable of doing evil? No. Wally? This little boy? Capable of evil? I don't think so. I don't think so. Trying to save my things. Why the thatched roofs? Well, I think the Dragon Menace was dealt with long ago, so they don't need to worry about their thatched roof cottages being burninated. Or is it roofs? I don't know. Do I want you to just dump your stuff? Yeah, idiot. Like the world is ending or something. There's like a natural disaster happening. There's Garrett. He's gonna be with us for the rest of the game. I don't know how much of the dialogue y'all are gonna be wanting me to read aloud. The more I read, of course, the less gameplay we get through in a given time frame. I do kind of want to, I don't know, get through the prologue rather quickly, for whatever that's worth. Barry Maguire. You know, perhaps once we get into like proper gameplay, I'll stop skipping around it. Like, I've played through this part of the game probably 500,000 times. Rock slide, destroyed fence, monsters everywhere. I'm hurt pretty badly. Do you think I'll die? No, you won't die. This is awful. I'm left here for the monsters to... Oh, I'm not hurt at all. But I'm serious about monsters. Be careful on your way to the plaza. We might actually get combat within the first 5 minutes of gameplay. Wow. This definitely isn't Dragon Warrior 7. It's mean, but it is a fact that Dragon Quest / Dragon Warrior is apparently perfectly aware of, because Bomb was telling me that they had to like revamp the game for like remasters or re-releases because it was perceived as being a little too slow to start. So the prologue, all you need to know is, I don't know, there's like a storm happening right now, as you can see. It's causing rocks to fall. And there's like a big rock threatening to destroy the village. And so we need to gather people who have superpowers. There's people in this village who have something called Psi Energy, or Synergy, if you're a corporate overlord. You know, basic telekinetic magic powers. And we need them to go save the rock, prevent it from falling on everyone. And, no, Felix! That's Jenna. Felix is her brother. Felix is fixing to drown. Oh, they've used all their Psi energy. It's very tragic. Shouldn't we evacuate? I mean, that might be the smarter... No, Felix, he's right there. He's fine. He's still hanging on. Would evacuating be smarter? Maybe. It would save the lives. For some reason, they're also really intent on saving their possessions. Even though, like, our mom's like, well... things can be replaced, and we're telling Garrett to ditch his stuff, so I don't know. Yeah, we saw what happened. I could try to help. Jenna's gone to the plaza to go get some help. Go join her. Okay, cool. The plaza, or plaza. For what it's worth, this is the only part of the game where you can enter this building. But as a result, I don't think there's anything in this building for us to, like, steal. You know, it's one of those RPGs where you gotta search every barrel and every vase because it might have a couple of dollars in it, or a healing herb or something. Yeah. Treat it like evacuating the airplane. Seriously. Taking out a creature that's simply known as vermin. What are bits? In Twitch speak, bits are a form of currency. I don't know what the exchange rate is. I think they're running a promotion right now where it's kind of almost like, you know, your classic gacha currency, where I think if you buy more, I think you get a discount. But basically, roughly speaking, like 100 bits has traditionally been something akin to like 1 USD, and you can use them as a means to like donate to streamers. It's how you might give them tips or donations outside of subscribing, either purchasing a subscription for yourself or buying a gifted subscription to someone else. Great, I'm all charged up. Have you recovered all your psi energy? Enough to save Felix thanks to the psi energy stone. Alright, hurry back. I will say, so we've looked at one other Camelot game. We've looked at Beyond the Beyond, which we'll have to revisit someday. I have kind of come to the conclusion that we're just going to have to start a new save file, and I don't have the heart for that yet. But yeah, the beginning of this, boy, it moves a lot faster than Beyond the Beyond. Camelot learned a thing or two in, we'll call it 10 years. It's a little less than that, but still. We're back! Is that you, Jenna? We found a burly man! Yeah, basically what they're doing right now is like, hey, if you buy a subscription, if you subscribe to somebody or, you know, purchase a gifted sub, we'll basically throw some bits your way. It's kind of like a cashback offer almost. And then you can use those bits to, you know, donate. It's kind of like Menards bucks. It's kind of like the 11% rebate, come to think of it. Because those funds are only good at Menards, just like the bits are only good at Twitch.com. As far as I know, I don't think you can exchange those for currency. If you give me your bits, I can turn them into real money. That's how the donation works. Oh, I'll go. It's no use. I can't move. Cass, get help. Mom, Dad, Felix, please don't leave me all alone. Oh, right. Yeah, her... Sorry, we were gassing. Her entire family just died in a rock slide. That's important. No, it can't be. Oh, yeah, and my dad died. Also in-game. So, yes, my character's father was swept away, and so was Jenna's entire family. No, Felix died in the avalanche, along with everyone else. There's no hypothermia about it. He's just crushed by a boulder. It's times like these we men have to stick together. So because his portrait is kind of a kawaii boy, for the longest time when I was playing this as like a small child, I thought Garrett was a girl. Fun fact. How could we have anticipated Sol Sanctum would unleash such fury? It's a miracle that even the two of us were spared. That switch, it must have been a trap. But to think it could conjure up a storm this powerful! Another demonstration of the awesome powers of alchemy. Yeah, they'll use the term alchemy to refer to things that are definitely not alchemy in this game. So, you know, if you're a purist or a Full Metal Alchemist fan, just be prepared that alchemy is basically just the catch-all for magical nonsense. Regardless, we must not fail the next time we challenge Sol Sanctum. Next time, we shall certainly... Well, what's the point in the big rock already fell. The clear and present danger has already happened. Now there's no need to evacuate. You were eavesdropping just now, weren't you? Yes, indeed. They look scary. Are you sure you should be talking to them? Nah, they look great. You must forget everything you heard. Don't worry, we'll help you forget. I'm sure somewhere there is a video basically demonstrating what happens if you hack the game and win this fight, because it's a scripted loss, you know, one of those. Yeah, we don't need to save people who are dead. Exactly. Exactly. Only 37% of people get past the prologue? That must be a mistake. I think there's been some shenanigans with the achievements in this game at some point or another. Match fixing indeed. Haven't you finished mending the roof yet? Oh yeah, I'm pretty exclusive, you know? Oh, to be fair, okay, so I just looked at the website. That percentage is a bit skewed. I can go into that in a minute. Oh yeah, me and Garrett, we're like training our psi energy now so we can, you know, prevent such tragedies from happening again in the future. We're super cool. So yeah, that percentage. So with the achievements website that I use, there's softcore and hardcore scoring. I tend to play on hardcore because, I don't know, then I get 2 imaginary numbers that go up instead of 1. It basically just means that I have to play things legit. I can't use cheat codes and I can't use save states. So I'm basically making my life harder for myself in the sake of number go up. And it's basically telling me that, well, like, you know, 37% of people who play this are playing this hardcore, and the rest are playing it in a more casual manner. And I don't mean casual in a derogatory sense. If you want to play with save states, they're a great quality of life feature. Don't blame you. You know, if you want to play with cheat codes, you know, whatever. As long as you're not playing multiplayer, I don't really care. Oh, we had 2 random followers in the last 24 hours. That's unusual. Shout out to Uncle Wooly and Agent J24682468. That one might be a bot, but they made my number go up, so I'll thank them anyway. Alrighty, you're all done. You're reliable just like your father was. Do you still think about the accident? I thought so. Yeah, we're studying the psi energy. Do you think things would be any different if you had stronger abilities? Of course I do. I wouldn't have this tragic anime protag backstory. I wouldn't have anime dead dad. Yes, yes, good morning, good morning. If only I was good at card games, perhaps I could have saved them all. We're gonna go with Kraden. Kraden's like an old kook who studies alchemy, and he's teaching us the psi energy magic. Yeah. I don't know if all Camelot games are, like, super dialogue heavy, but, I mean, if you remember Beyond the Beyond, especially the opening bit of Beyond the Beyond, you know, there's a lot of it. It's called world building, alright? It's called world building. Oh, and now, what's his name? Garrett, I think his name is? I've already forgotten. He broke the roof I just fixed. Jerk. Hashtag save Marion. Well, you know. Maybe next year. Maybe next year we'll go back to Beyond the Beyond. Now that we're, getting cozy with emulators and whatnot. I don't need another PS1 dying on me. I'll get this fixed up. Just go on your adventure. Have fun. My mom's name is Dora. Lore. Just hang in Depotism for a year. It's fine. Unfortunately, because my brain is made of soup, I don't really remember everything that was happening in regards to Marion. Oh, right, I just looted $6 from these guys. In regards to, like, Marion and, you know, the current affairs. I know there was a kingdom where there was, like, a minister who was, like, I don't know, some sort of evil serpent or beast or something, and we kicked his butt. And then I think we recruited a pirate. And then I think we were trying to find, like, the 4 Chaos Emeralds. You know what I remember? Okay, here's what I remember. When we left off, I had just done this, like, stupid, invisible jumping puzzle thing. And then I think we got some new equipment, and it was cursed. And so Samson was cursed again after finally spending most of the game trying to get rid of his curse. Okay, we're going to... Where is... Okay. We're gonna steal this from Jenna, because, spoiler alert, Jenna's not gonna be on our team for very long. How much gold do we have? Does it even tell me? Oh, 316 coins. Yeah, Jenna's gonna ditch us at some point. And, I'm gonna anticipate that. And when it looks like she's starting to ditch us, I'm gonna basically steal all her stuff so we can sell it. It's probably only worth like 20 bucks, but hey, 20 bucks is 20 bucks. Oh yeah, and this door is like... The door won't open. The force of the impact must have knocked it off its hinges, and we haven't fixed it all these years later. Spoilers? Sorry. Yeah, spoilers for this, 25-year-old game. We will eventually get to a point where I don't remember the plot points in the game. That won't be for a little while, though. You know, it's just... I like to remind us all of, that we're old and that we are mortal. Hey, it's those guys who kicked our ass. Where'd they come from? Why are they here? Are they gonna kick our butts again? What are we doing? Okay, they don't recognize us. Were you eavesdropping? See, I said yes last time and they kicked my butt, so no. I guess I should take you at your word. Yeah, exactly. I didn't play this right when it came out, but probably like a year or two after release. Like, you know. Yeah, we're more important than you. And yeah, I played like a lot of the beginning section. We have no reason to delay these children further. So scary. You mustn't keep Kraden waiting. Yeah, better go before they recognize us and kick our butts again. They already know too much about Sol Sanctum. Things that even the Elders of Vale don't know. What were they saying about the elements? The elements of alchemy, earth, water, fire, and wind. They plan to set them in motion? And the 4 elemental stars are the key. These are things even I, a trained alchemy sage, do not know. You have any cool stuff in these jars? Oh yeah, an elixir. What does that do again? Okay, it's a full heal. That's cool. They look a little banditish, don't they? You look like something's bothering you. They're more like temple robbers. You know, they're trying to break into this sacred mountain to steal its secrets of magic. Saturos and Minardi. Did they want something from you? That seems to be the case. I mean, yeah, they're the 4, you know, elements anytime we're coming up with elements for magic. You can't enter Mount Aleph without a good reason. And if they've entered secretly, they must be thieves. Okay, so we're saying, hey, let's go call the cops on these shady characters who basically admitted to breaking and entering into our holy mountain. And Kraden's like, well, you know, we don't know that they were telling the truth about the things they saw in the secret mountain, so clearly we should break into the secret mountain and see for ourselves. So, you know, because it would be bad to falsely accuse them. So, you know, we're just gonna go take a look. Alright, we'll be fine if they don't see us. I mean, I guess. We won't be doing anything bad. This'll just be our secret, okay? I'm getting peer pressured into, you know, breaking and entering. And now I'm being, you know, made the leader. Fantastic. Okay, cool. I didn't wake up and choose violence, but violence chose me. We're committing some crimes. We were just having a look. We were just standing around. What was my crime? Enjoying a meal? Enjoying a succulent Chinese meal? Oh. You're not planning on sneaking up to Mount Aleph, are you? No, of course not, officer. Well, I'll overlook it this time, but I've got my eye on you. Uh-huh, and now you can't see me because you're over there. Idiot. Trespass. I don't know if I've listened to that Genesis album. As you can imagine, I've had to listen to a few. I don't think that's one of them. This is your first time here, right? Yeah, because I'm not a criminal. Okay, wrong way. Yeah, I had to name him Cass. I couldn't name him Crispy. Crispy wouldn't fit, so he's Cass. It's not my preferred moniker, but when you only give me, you know, five characters, you know, 5 characters is plenty if, you know, you're typing in, hiragana characters, but, you know, for the, for our alphabet, it doesn't work so hot. I will say, of all the, you know, complaints I have about Pokemon, which I do have several, the newer games allow for quite a bit of length as far as, as far as your player character name goes these days. Yeah, I don't know if this game would have used kanji. I'm a little unclear as to, like, how often video games use kanji versus hiragana. I think it largely depends on, you know, how old is the audience they're aiming for. So I don't know if they were, you know, going for a mature audience or if they were actually marketing this towards kids or what the deal is. Fijian names? I don't know anything about what names would be common in Fiji. I can't really speak to that. Oh, I see. We gotta get a gem from a puzzle box, and then we gotta put the gem in there, and then a door will open over there. I can solve a puzzle. I want to say it allowed for, like, 14 characters, like... You know, you could basically have, in a lot of instances, like a first and last name. You know, you could name yourself, like, Thomas Smith or something like that. The Grand Old Duke of York. So, that is not a nursery rhyme that I am familiar with, and I'm not sure if a lot of American children are familiar with that nursery rhyme. I think that is probably a lot more British and British adjacent. You'll have to enlighten me, although you do have me worried. It's socially acceptable again. That makes me worry about what's in it that made it considered not socially acceptable for a time. I don't know, don't get me banned. Don't get yourself banned either. No, we don't sing about the War of the Roses, if you can believe it. We don't sing about how, you know, Richmond pulled out a gun on Richard III, and the gun didn't go off, and so Richmond had to toss it aside in the thundering rain and steal Richard's dagger from him and stab him where he stood. I think that's how the War of the Rose ended. As far as I'm aware, that's how it ended. Sol Sanctum was built in honor of the sun. Praise the sun. being anti... Oh, yeah, no, that's... Yeah, we don't approve of inappropriate behavior towards children. There ought to be something here to reflect the sun. Why aren't we praising the sun? It's like building a shrine to Omastar without a helix motif. Alright, what's in here? Nothing, apparently. Cass is gonna die if I don't heal him, so let's use one of these herbs. There we go. A windowless sun shrine, apparently. Oh, here we go. This might lead up to some sort of balcony. Oh, the slime ran away. Good. Anything over here? Because I don't think we can come back in this dungeon, so I would kind of like to get all the treasure, but it's probably also true that the treasure in this dungeon just probably isn't worth having. Because it's the first dungeon, you know? Nothing that isn't gonna get sold at the pawn shop eventually. But we are going to, at least for a time, not skip any battles. Because it is... You know, you can run away from battle, but you do risk getting underleveled, and I've definitely run into that in the past. First dungeon means best loot? Yeah, no, you know what? You're right. You're 100% right. Oh, I got another small jewel. That is the best loot. The Grand Old Duke of York is about not giving up the high ground? Well, that's good. Are there any nursery rhymes about the merits or demerits of sand? Look, I didn't choose the temple looting lifestyle, okay? Kraden and Garrett and Jenna, they're like, come on, Cass, let's break into the dungeon. Let's break into the Sacred Mountain. It'll be so cute if we do that. I didn't want this for myself. More statues. Doesn't look like we can reach them from here. Perhaps psi energy is the key. Cass, try to use your psi energy. Let's see. How do I... Yeah, can we... There we go. Aha! We need this. We can put a small jewel in it. Yeah, well, has Legal Eagle heard the defense of we're not gonna do anything bad while we're in the Sacred Mountain? Has he ever heard that defense before? Because it's a pretty strong defense, let me tell you. And if we did do anything bad, the Sacred Mountain probably deserved it. Oh, don't remind me of the Resident Evil fountain. How dare you? How dare you bring up my most recent shame? Okay. Maybe it's a maze. Maybe I'm amazed by the way you nearly knocked out Garrett. You know, that's actually interesting. I've never noticed this before, but again, the character names are limited to 5 characters. And if you didn't know, there's actually a cheat code where you can name all of your primary party members. Shh, don't worry about it. I could have probably looked it up and input it, but I don't care enough to. If we were like a big channel, I would probably offer to like name them after subscribers or something. I don't know. At any rate, Garrett should probably be spelt with 2 R's, I would think, but it's only spelt with 1 because of the 5-character limit. Oh, and Garrett is about to die, so please be healed. We could have used magic to cure him. Maybe that would have been smarter. I don't know. This is it. We've found it. Clearly, this is the mark of the sun, the heart of Sol Sanctum. It's just as I'd imagined, which means those two were telling the truth. All right, let's leave then. Gareth? Yeah, could be. But if what they said was true, that means they must have... They were thieves. They came to rob the sanctum. So we should call the cops. Yes, good thinking, Jenna. Kraden, what's the matter? We're so close. Close to what? Oji-sama, no, let's just go already. There's something wrong with coming this far and going? I think... Sol Sanctum holds the origins of alchemy. It would be a waste to just leave. What do you think? Shall we go a little further? No! We gotta... Oh, Kraden Angie. Then you can all go back to the village without me. If you put it that way, we don't have much choice. I'm with Kraden. I want to look inside. Really? We'll just go a little bit further. He gave us a heart emoji. How can we be mad? I think Kraden's, you know, greatest character flaw is his ambition. Either that or his curiosity, you know? There's a moon at the center, a picture of Luna. This must symbolize night. These rooms are connected somehow, don't you think? Yes, there's a hallway right there. That connects them. Oh, dear. Will you look up further up the passage? I guess. If I have to. The game can't continue until I do. Ooh. Purple rock. Are we the bait? Maybe. What's happening? Cass found something. Oh. Oh no. Oh. You're about to make a big mistake. Wait, Cass. What's wrong? You've made God angry. This is a most interesting mechanism you've found, but this clearly is some kind of trap. You've done well. Finding this means we're looking in the right place. But if you just move one statue, you'll be caught up in the Sanctum's trap. But why would anyone put a trap here? I don't know who did it, but they've hidden something very important. Perhaps they've hidden the key to alchemy itself. Ooh, should I tell you more? Sure, lore dump. Honestly, I doubt you could understand it if I explained it now. Wow! I give you the chance to lore dump, and you're like, nah, you're too dumb. Thanks, Graydon. Why is there a Luna room in the sunshine? Because the sun and the moon are besties. Something clicked. Now this won't cause awful, horrible thunders to happen. Very good, very good. Wally Wally. He's very eepy today. Not a single ounce of bastard in him. Excellent work. Where did that hole come from? When we moved the statues, 2 beams of light, and then the thing happened. Ah, yes, very good. We're going to move the rest of the statues now, please. The other statues were to disarm the trap, and now you've disarmed it, we should be all right. You know, I'm pretty sure leaving traps is a, you know, we could probably litigate against the Keepers of the Mountain for leaving traps. Well, perhaps if you wish and pray real hard, the old guy will go away and not burden us soon. The picture of Luna changed to Sol, but other than that, nothing looks different. That's strange. They went to the trouble of putting a trap here, and this is all that happens. Somewhere, something else must have changed. We must find it. Gee, maybe the room next door changed. Did you walk next door? Wow, the room next door changed. Look, the sun turned to the moon. Surely there's something in this room. There's like an ancient Egyptian laser beam. We can look at that. That's not suspicious. Let's go. Oh. Shoot. We may have lost our opportunity to steal equipment from Jenna. That's okay. Like I said, it's probably only worth 20 bucks. We stole the herb, and that's what's important. Where are we? Is that the ocean? Well, to be fair, she was pretty into the whole, it'll be our little secret, a little bit of grave robbing and temple looting. I guess we don't know if there are any graves here. Are we learning about oceans? You would not understand. Someday I'll show it to you myself. I understand what an ocean is, Creighton. Calm down. The elemental stars, they really exist. As I've told you many times, the elements are the source of everything. Earth, wind, and fire. They started the disco revolution in the 70s. They have a really good cover of Got to Get You Into My Life. There's the Venus star for Earth. There's the Mercury star for water. There's the Mars star for fire. And the Jupiter star for wind. Why are you getting so excited? How can you be calm in the face of such wonders? Haven't I told you all this before? No, you kept saying I'm too stupid to understand. The wisdom, the stone of the sage's stone, the philosopher's stone, or the sorcerer's stone if released in the US. It can transmute crude matter into gold. I don't really get how it works, but there's a lot of power, right? With a single gem, one could conquer the world. Mercury for water? Yeah, you know. Well, look, Mars was already fire, so Mercury, sure, water. Why would we have Neptune? You know? Who's Neptune? What does he have to do with water? Huh? Huh? You can't explain that. Neptune has no link to water. Yeah, he's not a gold digger, he's a gold conjurer. Exactly. I wish to seek the truth of these stones. Now they lie before me. I must steal them from the sacred mountain. I may fall and break a hip. I've heard it's quite painful. I have to get those stars. Make the boys do it. Would you mind, can I say... We'd be glad to get the stones for you, right, Cass? No! Don't make me ask you again. Won't you please do it? No, this is a step too far. Alright, well, the game won't continue until I say yes, so... I guess we're stealing the sacredest treasure from the mountain. What are these bags? These are made of woven threads of mithril. I prepared them for just such an occasion. I had a feeling we'd be looting this temple. So, yeah, I brought bags of looting. Let's see. Have we lost our ability to steal Jenna's stuff? Yep, we sure have. Alright. Oh, no, wrong way. Nope, still the wrong way. Now look, I'm not saying Jenna relies a little too heavily on the dead brother excuse. But it's like, every time we accuse her of wrongdoing, she's like, You're just being mean to me because I have no family. You're being mean to an orphan, you know. I'm gonna tell your mom that you were rude to an orphan. And then it's like, well, okay, how can I... You know, this conversation is going nowhere. You know, she has no parents, she has no brother, and she uses it to her advantage. Naruto, all the time be using the dead family excuse to get sympathy. In Naruto's case, it never worked, though. Was not effective. We got the Mercury Star. Good, good. Fetch the others. Chop, chop. I'll make fine criminals out of you yet. No, apparently this was not the way. Did it work for Sasuke? Yes. Because Sasuke is very pretty. So, it worked for him. Yeah, no, Naruto didn't really use the but I'm an orphan excuse, really, unless he started pulling it in Shippuden, which I doubt. From what I saw in the original series, he really didn't. Sasuke made that like his entire personality trait. My family's dead. My brother killed my family. And now I'm a bitch because of it. And now I have to kill my brother. My mission is to kill Sasuke's brother. Oh no! The highway robbers have kidnapped Jenna and the old man. Oh no! What will you do with us once you've got the stars? Oh no! They're after stars! Jill, look out! Where's Chris? Where's Barry? They'll be safe so long as they hand over the elemental stars. If you wish to save your friends, then give us the stars. Do you accept our terms? Yeah, I don't want to be holding this stolen contraband. You can have them. That is true. You, at least from the scant, tiny bit I have played of Golden Sun 2. Which is like maybe 10-15 minutes. You mostly play as Jenna and Co. And Kraden is back. Oh yeah, anime plot twist. You know, Jenna's family, they all died in that horrible accident. Except it's Jenna's brother, it's Felix, the hypothermia kid. He recovered, he's still alive, and he's joined Team Rocket to perform evil. So yeah, I think like Felix is kind of the protagonist-ish of the sequel. And then in Dark Dawn, the DS game, I think you play as Isaac and Garrett's kids. That one I have played, but it's probably been a decade. or so. Will you permit me to relieve you of those elemental stars? Alex is another one of our companions. He might be in the second game too. I don't know. I haven't played enough of the second game. I don't remember. I know Felix is there, and I know Jenna's there. And I know Kraden's there. So I know they don't die. Boktai, the sun is in your hand. Oh, the game with the solar sensor? That weird game where you had to, like, play outside in order to power it up? Alright, I'm not reading all that, but it sounds like it's basically confirming, yeah, it's the game with the weird solar sensor. I'm aware of it. I'm aware that it exists. Felix. Oh, ... Oh, shoot. He's red. Watch out. He's got a level 85 Pikachu. He's so cool. Sorry. I didn't mean to steal your thunder. I apologize. I've never actually seen a copy of that game. I don't know how rare it is. I have to imagine it's not the most common thing in the world. Like, I've seen some of the other, like, games with, like, weird hardware built in. Like, I've seen, Yoshi Topsy-Turvy. I've seen, Kirby Tilt and Tumble. There's a bunch of Game Boy Color games that have, like, rumble packs. They vibrate as the game plays. Pokemon Pinball, Top Gear, no relation to the television program. In Mega Man Battle Network 6, you needed save data to do extra quests. Do you know what that is? Yeah, it's Geodude. He's only got one eye, so that's a little unusual. The wise one. In Mega Man Battle Network 6, you needed save data from the Sun game? So is that made by Capcom as well, then? I mean, come to think of it, did Capcom make the Battle Network games, or did they offload that to a subsidiary? I guess I don't really know the command chain for that. Oh, now they're gonna ditch us to die in a volcano with a giant rock monster. What great friends they are. I don't know if you read any of that dialogue, because I was mashing through it pretty fast, but they're like, look, the girl can die, we need the obnoxious old man. They are really intent on saving Kraden. I'm sorry, Square. Kraden must live. Kojima came up with the sun thing? Interesting. That's fair. Look, this prologue... This is better, again, better than Beyond the Beyond's prologue. But, you know, it's like, you know, kind of just get to the point, and we're getting to a point where we can just start getting to the point and just start following individual plot threads. We're getting to kind of more traditional gameplay here very shortly. No, yeah, I will say, I've never felt like, oh no, Kraden, or oh no, Jenna. I've never really given a crap about them. You know, I care about me. I'm okay. Garrett's always stuck by my side, so I guess I'm cool with him. That's okay. We'll start meeting characters soon that that we give more of a crap about. You don't think they'll hurt Jenna and Kraden, do you? Nah, they'll be fine. They're in the sequel. You don't like Cass? Aww. Not my streamer. You hate to see it. Aw, the music stopped. The music right now. Yeah, when it was playing, it was great. Golden Sun has great music. I love most of the music in Golden Sun. We're in big trouble. Yep. Why are you standing there? This place has become dangerous. You're the dangerous one. The volcano will soon erupt. I cannot hold it long. Phrasing? You must leave this place. The Elemental Dijin, they have returned. Take out the Elemental Star. Well, if the rock tells me to do it, I'll do it. Yeah. Well, no, didn't Kraden tell you? We're actually collecting the Elemental Stars for the British Museum. So we're actually doing a great service by removing them from this dusty old temple that no one cares about. Oh yeah, there's like some lighthouses, and I think they're in all of the games. It's something like, if the lighthouses are lit, the world will end or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, BioShock, yeah. It's a late-stage capitalist hellhole. Are there any lighthouse keeper simulators? You know, I reckon there must be. That seems like a genre that must exist. And of course, the volcano is erupting so hard that creatures will no longer stop to attack us. They've all fled. You know, in the right light, Wally has a lot more orange than you realize. Hold on, I gotta zoom in on this. Look at him. He's grabbing his peats. He's grabbing his leg. Oh, he stretch. Oh, hello, Wally. I know, this is a waste of the dramatic music, but... Okay. We'll stop her. Oh, since Bomb is here, if Wally leaves us, we can adjust Wally Cam and have McCartney Cam. What do you think of that? It's pretty Pretty good camera angle, I would say. Macacam. You know what? That was a good use for the dramatic music. You're right. I'm glad you think so. Oh yeah, that Lighthouse movie. Yeah, that's supposed to be really, really good. It's like all black and white and stuff. Thank you, thank you. I was trying to make it look like he was like lunging at you in time with the music, but I'll take dancing as well. I thought Mount Aleph was inactive. Oh, my grandson, will Garrett be safe? We don't even know if he's up there. Why did we give Garrett's sister a bespoke portrait? What's the point of that? Both of Garrett's sisters get a portrait. But the mayor doesn't get a portrait. It's not that I have anything against women, it's that the mayor of the town doesn't get a portrait. Should we go back up? Yeah, we should go back up. You know what? I'd rather die in the volcano than talk to the cops. Oh, they see us. It'll be a good clip. You don't have to do it now. You can do it like post stream. I don't know how hard it is to do clips of things that were like more than a minute ago, like during stream. I think it's easier post stream, but I don't know. Feel free to try if you're feeling inspired. You'll have to do it after. That's fine. If you're busy right now, you should get back to work. Oh, it's just like barely too late. That's okay. Yeah, just do it later. Is that Odin? He kind of looks like Odin, doesn't he? But he's not living in some random nursing home. That's a Dirk Gently? Never actually heard it pronounced. That's the other Douglas Adams book. That isn't Hitchhiker's Guide. It's a good one. The Holistic Detective Agency, I think it's called. Good book. Haven't read it in a long time. And Jenna and Creighton, they're prisoners? Yes. They've been taken against their will. How awful. They did put us up to temple robbing. Do you think they can be saved? No. I don't. Then our hopes lie with Felix. What is it, great healer? You have been very quiet. That hovering stone, that one appeared before Cass. Yep, Geodude. I've seen it before in my dreams. Okay, Grandpa. It just spoke to me. They might be able to be saved physically, but morally they be saved, you know? Is their character able to be saved? The answer to that is definitely no. Yeah, we're going full Indiana Jones here, but, you know, hopefully we don't have to rob any more sacred temples. It's impossible to stop the eruption. Vale will be safe somehow. The giant rock monster promises. have we been going? Yeah, about an hour. You know, if I had read all the dialogue, we could have been here for another, like, 30 minutes. So, you know, be thankful. In most JRPGs, you do end up having to kill God. I don't recall having to kill God in this game. But it has been a while, so maybe. So now they're telling us, all right, jackasses, you stole the stars. You gotta get them back. Put them back in the temple. That's the only way to save the world. If you say no here, it'll like fade to gray and you'll get some sad dialogue and it'll just come back here and say, and so everyone died, the end, or something like that. I think we did that the first time we played through this on the channel many, many years ago. The playthrough that was lost and never finished. You know, you kill gods so many times, it becomes commonplace. It loses its luster. Well, there's only 4. There's only 4 stars. You can't even rate this video 5 stars. There's only 4 stars. Felix must unlock the power. I feel like we made it a fair ways. I know we finished... I know we got our full party of 4. And we completed, like, the arc that the 4th member requires us to complete. Aside from that, I don't know how much farther we made it. Hey, isn't it time to meditate? Oh yeah, meditation. Yeah, let's get out of here. Well, what good are those guys sending children off with no help or direction? You can see why we wouldn't want to get this far. Wow. Square is not a Golden Sun enjoyer. Square only cares about Beyond the Beyond. Hashtag Save Marion. Why is everyone hanging around the town gate? Didn't you hear? Cass and Garrett are leaving Vale on a journey. Can't you see? We're on the eve of destruction. See, normally you want to sing poorly to avoid copyright strikes. You might be better off actually singing beautifully for that song to avoid copyright strikes. No, they're not going to send us to fight in the Pokemon Wars. Oh yeah, my mother is too sad to see us off. She can't bear the fact that we're going to save the world. You know, our father died. And now we're being sent basically to our deaths. Oh, thanks for the free herb. I know not to drink the dysentery water. I played Oregon Trail. How many subs to sing the Grand Old Duke of York? I'm sure it is royalty free. It sounds like it's a very old rhyme. I would have to look it up. You know, I don't know it, as has been established. Okay, they're all gonna say goodbye. In bold, farewell. I don't know. If you like, you know, two subs, you gift 2 subs. I'll interrupt stream to do that. How awful! How greedy of me! You should unfollow me for that behavior. Okay, what do we got here? We got a longsword, we got a mace, we got a wooden stick. 9 of us can equip the wooden stick. The mace sucks. The light blade. Okay, the longsword. Pass me my longsword. Alright, we've got some sword upgrades. Very good. Oh, we've got a game ticket. Those will come in handy, like, way later. Way later. Oh, Bomb followed. How great. Thank you, Bomb, for following the channel. That's very kind of you. Wear a hat. Don't forget to wear a hat. Unfortunately, Square asked about subscriptions, which cost money. So, a follow won't quite cut it, I'm afraid. I don't need the one-piece dress. Travel vest. I can't afford the travel vest. We have to grind for more money. If I pay you, I can sing the song. Maybe I don't want to sing the song. Padded gloves? Yeah. You know, like big, you know, worksman's gloves. Somehow I doubt they're cricketer gloves. Somehow I doubt it. A traveling warrior! And I see you're an adept, too. That's a person who can use psi energy. They've talked about it before. I've just, you know, been, you know, skipping through the dialogue. These are Djinn. They're like little elemental creatures. They boost our stats, unlock cool spells, and they're like Pokemon. You gotta catch them all. I think this is like one of the rejected beta Pokemon from that prototype of Gold and Silver that was leaked. Yeah, I'm just gonna mash A through this dialogue as fast as I can, because you all don't need to know how this works. It doesn't matter. The point is, if you have Djinn equipped, they can change your class, and if you change your class, it'll change your stats, and it'll change what psi energy you have access to. But generally speaking, I don't mess with that. I just give everybody a full stack of the Djinn that they're aligned with. I only change their class if I need to use a specific spell in a specific situation. No, I don't think they grant wishes. Yeah, if you use Djinn in battle, you can summon them. The summons are pretty cool, and they're powerful attacks. They're kind of like a thing you can do. The more Djinn you have, the more powerful summons you can use, and the cooler they look. Well, you know, we've already had bats, and mouses, vermin, and slimes. We have all the classic RPG, you know, tropes. We might as well fight zombies, too. Alright, we unlocked Flint. Yay, Flint. Alright. We are going to, will you stop it with the fountains, I swear? Man, I make one mistake with a fountain one time, and my chat doesn't let me live it down. We may or may not already be at a point where we are grinding for money for improved equipment. There might be a way around that. But, you know, like I said, it is really possible to get under-leveled in this game, so this is worth doing. And I'll try to mash A as quickly as I can. Thankfully, the animations for basic combat move pretty quick. Is the equipment fashionable? Yeah, we're getting a travel vest. Vests are super fashionable. So hot right now. How many coins do we have now? 56 coins. That's enough to afford one vest. I must have it. Oh yeah, you know what? There's one other thing we need to do. We need to, like, loot all the buildings. I mean, we probably don't need to, but, like, we're here, and we're leaving home. We're probably never coming back. So yeah, we might as well just look in all the boxes. No, yeah, there'll be no visual difference, if that is indeed what you were asking. Our characters will look the same, but, oh, you know what? We do have to come back here. I'm an idiot. We do have to come back here once we unlock, Ivan. So, in that case... Look, Jenna already put us down the path of thievery. So we're just, we live with it now. Okay, so I can sell a shirt for 15 coins. So that means I only need 35 coins in order to get the last travel vest, and then we can go on our journey for real. Also, how much does the inn cost? Because, you know, I might want to heal without wasting an herb. It's just, you know, might be a thing I want to do. Yeah, okay, we'll heal up quick. You know, looting sacred temples is, realistically, it's a gateway drug, right? You start by looting ancient temples, and then, just any time someone invites you over to their house and you see a shiny thing in a locked crate, you're like, it could be for me? Could be for me. I think is for me. It's a vicious cycle. Oh, now we got lots of dudes. Got to use some of our magic spells. But yeah, this is the difference between, right, Beyond the Beyond in this game, is that we've got pre-rendered 3D models, rather than the flat JPEGs, which, you know, stylistically, there, you know, depends on your preference. I think the fact that this was on Game Boy Advance made this really cool. And probably goes to show that they probably could have done that for PlayStation. You know, there's no reason for this game to look better than a PlayStation game, right? Alright, do we have enough money? I think we do. 54 coins. Oh, yes. Yes, we have enough money. We are fully kitted out. And we probably don't need to be fully kitted out every time we, you know, visit a shop, but, you know, I'm not gonna stop myself. Alright, let's stop at the inn and let's go to our next destination. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock. We've been going for an hour and a half. And now the game is beginning. These graphics mixed with Beyond the Beyond's writing. Well, you know, we can't win them all. I'd be curious to check out other Camelot games. You know, they had some other ones. They had the Shining series, of course. I think I'm going the wrong way. I think I want to go down. No, that's a Zubat. It's only got the 2 arms. Yeah, I don't feel like it, I feel like it was at least an hour and a half before we got into a game. I don't know what you're talking about. We can't stay another minute in a dangerous place like this. We must return to Calais immediately. Master Hammett, this is terrible. The bridge has been destroyed. We cannot continue. The bridge? This is awful. How are we going to get to Calais now? As fond as I am of Ivan, it is his fault my rod was stolen. And his strange powers will aid him in his search of the rod. Yeah, Ivan has strange powers. We must leave this treacherous place immediately. Yeah, we're gonna take the Channel to Calais. Absolutely. Welcome to Vault. Yep, this is Vault, all right. Who's this suspicious-looking purple character? Are you accusing us of stealing Hammett's treasured shaman's rod? No, I just met you. Sure, I knew you were too smart to listen to rumors, but it wasn't us. Heck, we don't even know what was stolen. Uh-huh. Oh, look, another shop. Are there already upgrades that we cannot afford? Yeah? There's a battle axe. Oh no, she's wicked. You don't want anything to do with that goth girl. Don't even think about it. She is nothing but trouble. Here's another one. We haven't done anything. You're a terrible person if you start accusing people for no good reason. That kid Ivan, he creeps me out. He just came and grabbed my arm. I shook him off because he made me uncomfortable. What if I want trouble? Well, I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, I guess, but... You know? I can't stop you. The heart wants what the heart wants. Okay. Jenna, yes. Garrett, perhaps. Cass? Cass isn't wicked. Cass is, easily led. Let's see. Let's talk to the mayor. Could someone please help Ivan? My husband, the mayor, can't believe anyone from Vault could be the thief, but unless we find who stole the rod, Ivan can't return home to Calais. Yes, I do possess strange powers. You have them too, don't you? We can investigate the weird metal door. My power is called Psi Energy? I had no idea. We have so much in common. I can feel I can trust you with this. See, that's what I'm saying. The mayor is a character that exists in every town. You would think the mayor character should have a portrait, just like the innkeeper, just like the weaponsmith, just like the armorsmith. But no, he doesn't. It's very strange. Sure, we'll help you find an old man's rod. Why not? This guy doesn't know social cues very well. He doesn't know that it's not cool to just read people's minds, like, without consent. Ah, stop reading my mind, Ivan! Cass, could you read Garrett's mind? Yes, I could. It was all squiggly squiggly. I mean, you need a designated person to talk to the feudal lord of the area, you know, negotiate with bandits, that sort of thing. Ordinary people can't see when I'm trying to read their mind, but because you guys are adepts and can use psi energy, you can tell when I'm doing that. Alright, so we've got Ivan in our party now. He reads minds. We have to finish his little side quest before he's kind of a more permanent fixture of our party. If we try to leave town with him now, he'll be like, oh, you're leaving? But my master's rod. And then, you know, we won't get to find it. So, we need to... set mind reading I don't think Psi Energy does go Gangnam Style, but now when I press right bumper I can read people's minds. These guys look reliable. I guess Ivan's pretty lucky. I wonder what sort of thing an animal would say. I wish I had that power. Hey, that tickles. Being tickled by a boy isn't so fun. Oh great, the mayor's a pervert. Maybe they'll find our stolen family heirloom while they're looking. I miss that old urn. Who's Ivan? Ivan is the weird mind-reading kid who just joined our party. Hey, we found a nut. We haven't found a rod, but we found a nut. Is that good enough? Poor Ivan, but the rod may never turn up. In that case, he can stay here. Okay, as it turns out, the weird metal jail door is in fact a jail door. I was just about to leave this town behind me when the volcano erupted. Random clergy get a portrait. I wonder if we'll ever see our stolen gold statue again. Go on, if that eases the anxiety in your mind. Uh-oh, he can tell I'm reading his mind. Fix the roof? Why pay for a carpenter when I can just hammer it a bit myself? You know what? That did look like the jail in Beyond the Beyond. The one where Samson got cursed? Yeah, a little bit. Stealing in the midst of a volcanic eruption. Humans value money more than they value their own lives. It's true. We didn't evacuate. Everyone knows the three at the inn stole the rod. It's just so frustrating. Why does a wealthy man like Hammett make such a fuss over losing one rod? He has more than enough money. He could just buy a replacement. There's a Djinn over there. We can't reach him. He's so close, but so far. I think we'll have to do a fair bit of backtracking at some point in order to get him, unfortunately. You know, it might seem a little tone-deaf for the game to be preaching to us about theft. Counter-argument, shut your face. It looks like they're onto us. We better leave town as soon as possible. That group of travelers was a strange bunch, weren't they? They seemed to be heading to the northern parts of the Goma Range. I suppose these children can't go anywhere since Mount Aleph erupted. Okay. That volcano cost us a lot of business, and now this robbery, those three are paying us a lot of money. I'll stick up for them if there's any trouble. Ah, capitalism. It would be awful if our guests turned out to be the thieves. The master and his wife are blinded by money. They'll be in trouble if they don't help search for the thieves. Oh, we got a mint. What does a mint do? Is that like a permanent power buff thing? Boosts agility. Alright, hear me out. Garrett is the slowest man on Earth. Boosting his agility would be a waste. Ivan is fast already. We boost me because I'm the protagonist. There we go. Sorted. What do you want? Hey, they got that weird kid with them. Don't let him near us. Yeah, they don't want their minds read. They're acting suspicious. You can't use mind read if they keep running away. Isn't there any way we can catch them? Maybe the three of us can surround one of them. We're in an inn. So it's like a communal, it's kind of like, you know, there's just beds. There aren't individual rooms at this inn, they just got beds. Hey, they're back! Uh-oh, they're coming for us one-on-one. Just keep them away. No. Come on. I want to trap both of them. You can get away with trapping just one of them, but I prefer to trap both of them. Ivan? Ivan, I need you to cooperate with me here, bud. Oh, I missed my chance. Yes! There we go. I'm surrounded. There's nowhere to run. Now, Ivan. Yeah, I was gonna say like a hostel, but I wasn't sure. Are you done, Ivan? It's them, all right. They took a lot of other things, too. Like a statue and an urn. They're hiding it somewhere in this inn. But they won't let me near them again. We have to search the inn. That's right. It's time for us to use our power of thievery and looting for good for once. What a conspicuous hole. You know what? Before we do... Spoiler alert, there's about to be a little something akin to a boss fight. So we're gonna heal, if that's alright. If that's okay, if you'll allow it. Ah yes, that classic feeling when everyone's speaking French on the rooftops at the hostel. You know, everyone's been there. Ah, help me. I came into this loft while I was fixing the roof. Someone whacked me on the back of the head. I don't remember all these crates being up here before. They're gonna jitterbug. Maybe it's the wrong kind of wham. Alright, we gotta fight the bandits. Square, your goth girlfriend is just turned on us, I'm afraid. Oh, I mashed through dialogue. They basically said, what if we agree to give the things back and change our ways? Will you release us? And apparently I said yes. And they're like, yeah, we don't believe you. Don't use healing items. Don't break out the super potions, you jerk. You piece of trash. Alright, one goth down. Quit spamming super potions, you jerk. I learned Earthquake. TM26, I think. Ooh, we got a bandit sword. I thought we were goners for a second there. We won. Who's we? You're not part of we. I'll get the mayor. After all the trouble we went to stealing all this stuff. Haven't you heard? Stealing from others is wrong. It causes volcanoes to erupt. Evil never prevails. He's reading our minds again. Shouldn't we stop him? Nah, I'm used to it. I see. So that's what happened. Now he knows our backstory, so we don't have to have a lore dump conversation, which is convenient. What you did was horrid. Stealing in the middle of a disaster? Hey, you're the ones who left your doors open. We're going to lock them up for a long time. Off to jail with you, goth harlequins. Take them away. Yeah, that goth won't be leaving their room for a long time. I guess prisoners are neat in a sense. I guess that's a definition you could use. I'm not sure that's what the word was intended for, but sure. Alright, the mayor got his urn back. Great. Alright. The religious idol, they retrieved that. Great. That's gonna be the old man's rod. Dodonpa wouldn't miss an opportunity. Who's Dodonpa? I don't know. Lunpa is a town that's like full of thieves. That's something I remember vaguely. I don't know. Basically, Ivan's gonna leave us for a bit. He's gonna go look for his master. And basically, we're gonna catch up with him. We're gonna see what Ivan's up to, what sort of shenanigans he can get up to all on his lonesome. Because frankly, man, Ivan, he's really got trouble with the social cues. I'm not sure he can. I think he's gonna struggle on his own. I think he needs a team. If he doesn't mind working with criminals, I think he could work with us. I shall never forget this town's hospitality. Farewell. Well, I guess we'd better get moving. Yeah, but before we do, like, you know, let's do a bit of looting, see if there's anything in these crates, you know, just real quick, like, don't worry about it. Look, they wrote the insurance company wrote these things off anyway, it's fine. Okay, no, nothing to steal. Cool. Oh yeah, we got a sword. We got a free sword. It's a little less powerful than my long sword, but it does have a special attack, Rapid Smash. So we're gonna keep it for a little bit here, just for a little bit. And then maybe we can buy Garrett that axe. I think he'd like that. How much does the axe cost? 280. Alright, Garrett, you're gonna have to sell your sword too here. Oh, you know what? I think the type of weapon you use... Unless Garrett's always been holding an axe, I don't remember super great. But I think Garrett will be holding an axe now, so that's something we will have a gander at. Look, I'm selling it so he can get an upgrade. He's thrilled about it. Wooden shield, padded gloves, armlet, we can't have an armlet. Hat, we've already got a hat. Circlet, we can't wear a circlet, it would clash with our hat. Yeah, we'll go visit the Goths in prison here. If only we had escaped to the cave northeast of Goma Range. Shut your yaps! They got us this time, but next time, oh, they'll pay for this. Blast, I knew we should have skipped town sooner. We should probably stay at the inn again. They hid all those stolen goods in our loft? Well, at least we nabbed the thieves and the town's peaceful again. I always knew they were up to no good. I'm shocked. Those guests of ours turned out to be thieves? Shocked, I say. Oh, a bone. Oh, I think we can give that to the dog. We'll remember that. We're not going to give it to the dog now. I don't think it would do us a ton of good. But we can give it to the dog in a little bit, and I think he'll appreciate it. Okay. Are we going this way? I think we're going this way. Yeah, Garrett's holding an axe now. I don't think he was holding an axe before. So that is one piece of cosmetic that does change. The weapon they are holding does change with their character model. We can just give it to the dog because it's a nice thing to do. I suppose we could. Yeah, here's Lunpa. This is a place that we can't get in. The gates are closed. I found a nut. What's up with you? You want to enter Lunpa? Well, you can't. Go back to where you came from. You're not from Calais, are you? No. The last group said the same thing, but we didn't trust them either. Now leave if you don't want to get hurt. I have not been asked if I have watched anything interesting recently. Unfortunately, I think the answer is probably no. I'm not sure that I have watched anything interesting recently. Gosh, I'm trying to think. Yeah, we don't... Calais. That's a vacation town. They're gonna bring bad vibes. Can't have that. What have I watched? What have I watched? Surely I've watched something. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos about, like, CD player repair. You know, so if you're asking if I've watched anything interesting, I think to the layperson the answer is no. I did. I watched one game of the World Series. That's true. We might have discussed that last time. I don't quite recall. Yeah, because I think we talked about the grounded wedged ball thing, and I even asked one of my coworkers about it, because I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go watch baseball. You're watching speed runs. What game? Any one in particular, or just a bunch of different ones? This log, it won't move. It's no use. Our psi energy isn't strong enough to free that stump. Were you watching speedruns of The Hobbit on GBA? Oh, Ivan's back. I know. I'll use the power of wind. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. All right, Ivan. I did it. Plants vs. Zombies 2. Papa Bakery? Oh, Ivan read our minds to learn our backstories, and he finds our story very compelling, unlike Square. So Ivan has joined our party. Permanently this time. And now we're gonna skedaddle. We're gonna go all the way back to the starting town of Vault. And, because there was some ivy we can clear up in Vault. And I don't remember what it gives us, but hey, there's a secret to uncover. We gotta uncover it, right? It's the thing to do. Ivan can't help it, alright? Ivan's kind of a simple guy. Hey, he's an upgrade over our last third-party member. He's better than Jenna. Jenna was like, we should go rob a temple. Is Ivan 6'7"? Oy. Oh yeah, we gotta reset the mind reading. Very important. Now we can read everybody's mind in town here, too, which is great. Some say Ivan is terrible. It's true. Alright. Gust of wind! Power bread? Is that like the power glove? Boosts maximum HP. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep boosting me because I'm the protagonist. Is it the smartest thing to do? I don't really care. Yeah, that might be like a DLC. Like maybe that happens in the sequel, where Ivan dies in a game of chess. You know, to be fair, I think I was doing the same thing with my Beyond the Beyond character. I think I was taking all the power-ups for myself. You didn't seem to have a problem with it then. You're just programmed to not like Cass, which I think is rude. I had no idea that such a secret hid within the Sol Sanctum. I wish I were the one who solved the mystery of Sol Sanctum. That's because we had Samson. You know what? That's true. We did have Samson. We also had that guy who was like shaped like an egg because of science gone wrong. Remember that? That was good. No one ever invites me to go temple robbing. There's that one dude who's totally the villain. Are you talking about, Are you talking about my dad in Beyond the Beyond? What was his name? I don't remember. But he looked like, no, he wasn't. I didn't have a brother. I think it was my dad. He looked like Jafar. There was definitely a Jafar-looking fella. Vale's laws state that you cannot use psi energy in front of outsiders. But you know that. Once you leave town, take sure not to don't use your magic in front of bad people, otherwise you're breaking our town's laws that we can only enforce in our town. Get permission to leave the village. Oh, interesting. Our town is something of a police state. The girl's brother. Maybe. That's, you know, it could be. Now, isn't stealing justified if we're stealing from the fascists? Think about that. Yeah, happy Guy Fawkes Day, everybody. Felix inherited his father's skill with psi energy. Open your eyes, Felix, and use that psi energy for good, not evil. Jenna, anytime you face danger, just use your psi energy to overcome it. The fire psi energy you inherited from your mother will help you. Oh, these must be Jenna's grandparents. This must be like Jenna's aunt or something, I don't know. We don't really care, like, about Jenna. Like, we kind of have to. Like, the story is trying to make us. Start by robbing temples, end with blowing up Parliament. Ooh, a nut. These nuts are good. They're healing items. They also sell for a fair bit. So if we're really strapped on cash, we can always sell them to afford upgrades. You know, or we could grind. Once I'm as old as you, I'm gonna climb that fence and journey to lands beyond. Why is it that no one else is curious as to what lies beyond this fence? I'm curious. I'm plenty curious. The game just won't reward my curiosity. Are those acorns in season? Oh, you... You think just because horse girls have suddenly become cool that we're gonna suddenly see a resurgence in the popularity of the jousting anime? Is that it? Well, it's possible. I don't know. Poor Creighton was taken to some faraway place. I liked that old coot. Alright, that's your prerogative, I guess. You guys are lucky, Garrett. I wish I could see new lands. My brother's strength is his best asset. Wow. I know you don't like that old coot. Percy? Oh, Percy! Yeah, Percy was kind of... Well, Percy got kidnapped right away, didn't he? God, did we ever catch up with Percy? I don't really remember. Now if we try to go home... Who are you? You're not Cass, are you? Yep, it's me. Cass, that's a lie. He promised not to return until he fulfills his mission. My Cass would keep his promise. Go away. No, I'm not Cass. I don't know who you are then. I'm sorry, I don't want to see anyone today. Our mother is disappointed in us. The people of Vale will never trust travelers again. Of course, I never trusted them in the first place. Why, if I were still in my prime, oh man, I could have gone pro if Coach just would have put me in. It's just more fun that way. It's just more fun. Look, I'm showing you rich dialogue in this game. I'm showing you that these characters have emotions, they have feelings, they have wants and desires. I mean, I think this village was always a little xenophobic, but yeah, now they're definitely gonna go like full outsiders. Ew. Ew. Outsiders. Ooh. Garrett learned a new spell. That's always good. Alright, let's get back to... No. Where's that town we came from? Look, the forest is rich with birds to fight. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, we got a free herb. Great, great, great. Alright, now let's go to the weapon shop and see if there's any upgrades we can buy for little ol' Ivan. Can you equip a mace? No. Can you equip a battle axe? No. Can you equip a sword? You could. Can you equip a long sword? No. Travel vest? You already have one. Shield? No. Gloves? You already have an armlet. Circlet? Alright, you're already kitted out. This was a waste of our time. Oh, but you know what? We can give a dog a bone. If you bring me a bone, I'll tell you something useful. A careful search will reveal a passage leading underground nearby. You might just find some treasure inside. Now, oh gosh, I think that's much later in the game. We're going to receive another power where we can see the unseen. And then we can act on that. But for right now, that's just not in our repertoire, so... I don't remember if Beyond the Beyond let you save anywhere, but I think this game does let you save wherever you like. Actually, maybe have I checked that status? Maybe not. Maybe we do have to go to a priest to save. Classic. But Mom, I need to save my game. I can't clean my room until I save my game. I can't go to bed. I gotta save my game. Yeah, moms are, sometimes they're smart enough to figure out when that's not true. If you can believe it. Here we are in Gomer Goma Cave. Skeleton and Ghost. These guys are significantly more powerful than the vermin and the zombies and the slimes we've been fighting. Are they more powerful than the Goths? No. The Goths were more powerful. But that was a one-off, and we could plan for it. These are random encounters, so... it's kind of different stakes. To cure Ivan. I think we've been picking up some herbs from enemies we've defeated, so we can go ahead and give him that. There's a man in this cave. I think we've done over 50 damage to the skeleton, and he still hasn't died. Did you see something strange over there? I fought it, but it fled. When I returned, I saw it again. I wonder if it likes this place. It just whacked me in the head and then ran away. Next time I see it, I'll be the one doing the whacking. Alright, lock that in place. We found a fire de Jinn. Or maybe it's just Jinn. No. I kind of want to pronounce the D. Feels wrong not to. Where are we going? Yeah, it's not a very common, what's the word I'm looking for? But, you know, linguistically, it's not something you see a lot in the English language. I know it's common, more common in other languages. It's a bit of an odd concept to us, normie English speakers. Yeah, like, exactly, like CH, I think, is considered a separate letter in the Spanish alphabet. I seem to recall that when I was learning Spanish many, many, many years ago. J. So it's not ja, it's not jin, and it's not like a zh, it's not like a zh, like a zh. It's like j. Yeah, it's, I don't know. There's more tongue on teeth action, but you know, it's a little hard to elaborate on. Calm yourself. Alright, so that solves a puzzle downstairs. Good. Let's see what's in the secret box. I want to know what's in the secret box. Gimme, gimme, gimme. A lucky medal. What does that do? A special medal from Tolby. Here, Ivan. Oh, we could have sold Ivan's stick at the weapons shop. We don't need to be hanging on to that. Oh well. Pet the Wally. I think we have to fight this guy. Alright, let's heal up, I guess. Alright, let's see if we can get him. Oh, good, we get first strike. That's nice. I doubt the fire attacks do much to him, but we're gonna use him anyway. Alright, wind does okay. Earth does okay. Fire... yeah, not great. Let's see. The fire attack did 20. Let's see how much a standard smack with an axe does. Yeah, earthquake does a fair bit. Oh! Easy. I always believed in us. You got it? Wow, that's pretty impressive. Keep your eyes peeled for others like it. Bye! Yeah, that wasn't so bad. And there we go. And I think that made a shortcut. So that we can... Oh, well, yeah, might as well try our new summon out, of course. So now I think we can get through this cave a lot faster if we ever need to backtrack. And I don't know if we'll need to, but we will want to, for sure. Okay, this just goes like this. Yep. Cool. Kind of tempted to just run back to the inn and heal. I don't know, call me overcautious, but if the town that I'm thinking of is what's coming up, we won't be able to rest at an inn there. So now that we've, you know, cleared out this cave a little bit, it would be nice to have full health and psi energy points available to us. We'll probably go for about 1 more hour, just as a heads up. I don't know where exactly that'll bring us in the storyline here. I don't even know if we'll get our 4th party member. But that's the plan. I'm glad that you get some time. You get some time here. Oh, no, I wanted to read your mind. Sorry. Now Mount Aleph has calmed down a little. I'm going to climb into the crater. No, you're not! What are you on about? Stop it, you! Wow, did we not run into a single enemy? That seems pretty lucky. Pretty lucky. Lucky day. Paper Mario. Oh yeah, but I'll just quick show you, like, you know, he's got a Mars, I've got a Venus. If we trade those, like, our skills change around a little bit, you know? And, you know, now I've learned growth as a spell, which is, like, kinda weird and wacky. So, you know, that's a mechanic we'll have to interact with at some point. But like I say, for the most part, I just give people the djinn that they align with. Yeah, this is what I thought. Oh no, it's not what I thought. There's just this one. Help me, somebody. It's a tree, but it almost looks like a man? Did you see the tree at the entrance? The tree was once a man. He came to our village under a curse. His last words were that he had offended the sacred tree. Yeah, so at some point we're gonna have to deal with that sacred tree. And certainly the game typically intends you to deal with the sacred tree as your next thing. We are going to do what I normally do, mainly because it unlocks dialogue, like additional dialogue. So I think it's cool that they accounted for it. And we're gonna mainline and prioritize getting our fourth party member, which, you know, I don't know if we're gonna get them tonight, but that's at least what we're gonna shoot for. What's down here? McCoy's Hidden Warehouse. Do not enter. Okay, well, doesn't seem I can get that purple dude. Have you tried heading southeast from here? No, I haven't. The road is blocked, so you might as well not even bother. I heard they put a barricade up. Where did these kids come from? The road to Colima is blocked now, as per Lord McCoy's orders. No one would dare go after what happened last time. Oh, I might dare. I've been known to dare. Let's just, oh no. Oh, you can save anywhere. I'm an idiot. Okay, well. Hey, we saved. That's good. We learned how to save, everybody. Aha, here we go. Now the statue will move. Do we have to fight you? No, we don't. You're just gonna join us because you're a good boy. I did watch a pretty good video about, like, how the DARE program was, like, just, you know, nonsense and, like, super corrupt and just, like, the LAPD going on a power trip. That was pretty good. That was a good video. I don't remember who made it. But it was a pretty recent video, so I bet if you searched for it, you'd find it pretty easily. Ooh, broadsword, $1,000. I cannot afford that. Hunter's sword. Oh, everyone can equip a hunter's sword. I can barely afford that. How are we doing on the armor side? Well, we've got a wooden cap. And we've got an open helm. Well, and a bronze shield. Boy, this is all really expensive stuff. We may have to do some more grinding. Who's the weakest defensively? Is it Ivan? Yeah, it's Ivan. We'll give you a really good hat. I think Garrett is the keeper of the game tickets. There we go. I wish I could see another world. The world will never see such a great healer again? What? There was an able healer in a village called Vale, but he is gone now. Have you ever heard of the ocean? Yeah, Creighton was telling me I'm an idiot. I mean, Creighton was telling me about it. Okay. Well, we got a slight upgrade anyway. We sure could use some more money, though. Oh, right! I was just talking about how nuts sell pretty good, don't they? I did say that. I did maybe mention that nuts could be sold. Maybe we sell some nuts. Are you telling me that I'm responsible for this? What? No, I don't know what you're talking about. The curse of the tree is a spirit, blah, 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 blah. I just want a big house. If all this trouble was caused by the sacred tree, then all we have to do is cut the tree down. Well, you know, it's nice when a person's thoughts are just as ugly as the words they spout aloud, you know? I appreciate the consistency. Lord McCoy is so upset about this curse, he can't even eat. The Lord will only meet with brave and mighty warriors. You don't seem to type. Think you're up to it? Yeah, sure, we're the traveling type. Nobody else seems up to the challenge? Alright, I'll let you pass. Follow me. This is some Dragon Warrior-ass castle layout. And we can probably sell all those smoke bombs I keep picking up. I'm just never going to remember / want to use them in battle. So that's another money-making opportunity we've got. Oh, no. Read your mind. Colima Forest used to be so green. Once the holy tree was cut down, everything began to turn brown. Is Colima Forest dying? I don't know. It's above my pay grade. I don't even work here. I'm just a simple boy from a small village. Lord McCoy hasn't come here for some time. It's because of the curse, no doubt. Yeah. Alright. We're not doing a good job of mainlining this fourth party member I keep talking about. I'm just doop. So this is Lord McCoy. He's rich. He wants us to solve the Colima Forest curse, potentially, maybe. I don't know. These the ones we talking about? They're children. And you expect me to believe? Oh, is he some sort of? He's from the British Isles, but I think he's possibly got some Scottish in him. And you expect me to believe you can save Colima? Bah, you're too young. You can't handle the job. You can leave now. Oh, he is a McCoy. I suppose. The name suits him at least. Alright. How much do these smoke bombs sell for? Not a lot, but, you know, every bit helps. These nuts, yeah, they sell for 150. Let's sell these. 600 coins. Very good. let's keep armoring up. Leather armlet, we've done that. God, how many shields do we need? That's another 1,000 coins we need. Travel robe. It's another, 1,200. We need another 1,500 coins just for armor, not even for the weapon upgrades. It's gonna be rough. It's going to be rough. And how much does the inn cost in these parts? 21 coins? This is robbery. I should know. Oh yeah, all these people are like trapped here because of the Kalima Forest curse. They're like, well, the road's closed, and even if it wasn't, everyone's getting turned into trees, so why would we go? Now, ultimately... Ultimately, we want to go in kind of a northerly direction. Can you go down the wells? If there's like a suitable place to like jump down them, I think maybe possibly you can, but probably for the most part, no. Like, where is there a well here? Like, yeah, so like maybe if like this wall was like right next to it, maybe I could jump off and into the well, but otherwise, generally speaking, no, they're just there aesthetically. Let's try going due north. I'm not sure if this will get us where I want us to go, but it's what we're gonna try to do. And Phil does more singing than we gave him credit for. That's good to know. Manzanera. Phil Manzanera. A lot of guest singers. Oh, interesting. How dare you dodge me, Skellington? I'll get you. I'll get you, I will. I did listen to the, like the first 2 minutes of 801, so I've at least listened to the Tomorrow Never Knows track. It's alright. It's a good, 70s funk thing. That's all I got for you so far. Yeah, this is a Bilbin Cave. Okay. Aha, see? Here's a thing. There's a plant here. But how are we going to get it to grow? If only we knew a growth psi energy. If only we knew a growth psi energy. There we go. Just gotta aim better, I guess. Ooh, an elven rapier. Well, I'm the protagonist, so I think I get the cool exclusive weapon that does cool stuff. All opposed? Alright. I hear no objections. Oh no, I still haven't swapped those guys back. I'll have to swap those after this fight. A PSP fighting game called The Con. So it's like fixed, what, like boxing matches? That's kind of an interesting premise. Oh, we're not doing a lot of damage. Ivan sure isn't anyway. Alright, so that's good. He's dropping like 40 coins per ghoul. That's good. We're gonna need that. I didn't change the freaking things. No, let me just run away. God, come on. Come on. No! Ivan! You weren't supposed to die! Dang it, now we gotta go back to town and, like, pay a priest to revive him. That's gonna cost us money, Ivan! I hope you're happy with yourself, Ivan. Alright. We've righted the wrong that is the Dejin situation. We gotta go revive Ivan. It's just me and Garrett on the road, just like the old days. The elven blade becomes a vorpal blade. It goes snicker snack. I think we're nearly back to town, so we can start using these spells a little more loosey-goosey like. Alright. How much is it gonna cost to revive our friend? How much money do we have? We have 500 coins. That could have bought us a shield, Ivan! 120 coins. You see the things we do for you, Ivan. Ivan's Revivant. Alright, we can afford probably both bits of leather armor. So let's buy both of those for the lads. Ivan, you are not part of the lads. You have not earned that right, I'm sorry to say. Okay. Oh yeah, we can sell now, the bandit sword. And we can sell the stick. we can buy the travel robe. Ivan can have that. So we still need 2 shields. Okay. So we still need like $1,000, but we're looking better than we were. You know, we're a little better defended now. Yeah, I think that cave is our goal. We're probably a little underleveled for that cave, and that's why it was kicking our butt. But we want to get that 4th member, and she is up there somewhere. So we gotta go. We must. The tundra beckons. Yeah, the zombies are only doing 1 damage to Cass and Garrett now, so that's good. That's an improvement. Wally, yeah, basically went straight to bed as soon as stream started. Must have had a full day of menacing his sister. Took it out of him. You also had objections? Pet. I'm not sure what you had objections to. Probably something about my protagonist nature. Oh, he awakens slightly. So we're just back in. Cannibal Fang? Why does the ghoul know leech life? Why does he know absorb? That's not cool. Oh crap, which way was I supposed to go? Upper right, upper right, upper right. Let's try right. Okay, well, this is a way. I don't know. This looks too much like the right way to go. Now I kind of want to backtrack and figure out what was the other way, you know? What am I missing out on by going the correct way? Wally's quite a bit more awake now. Okay, there was nothing that way. Good. Well, now we know. And Wally is very offended that I pet him, because now he's full-on bathing himself where I've touched him. Which is kind of hurtful. But I'll get over it. Oh, hello, Orson. Hello, Orson. Okay, so we are still hurting a little bit here. But we do have herbs to heal with. We are making money. We've got 800 coins. We've, you know, nearly paid for all of our armor upgrades, which is pretty cool. So if we just use our strongest spells, is that enough to kill these guys? Okay, as it turns out, yes. Those gnomes take a bit of doing. Yeah, we need to find a way to put out that fire. Oh. Well, no. What's over here, then? What's up here? Secrets? I want secrets. A vial. That's another healing item. It replenishes 500 HP. Now, to the best of my recollection, I have never seen a character have 500 HP. So it might be another thing we just sell for money. I don't know. It's certainly possible. The nuts heal like a more reasonable amount of HP, but we kind of needed the money. I don't know. Maybe it was short-sighted. Maybe we should have saved the nuts. No, I don't believe I have been made explicitly aware of any new Magic the Noah videos. Those are something that just kind of happen in the background. I don't seek them out. They just kind of happen around me. D&D, but I have dementia. Interesting. Alright, we took down a bear. Here's where we want to be. Are you new in Immel? Yep. I should warn you, there's a bad cold going around right now. Try not to catch it. We're the only inn that stays open in the winter. Alright, cool. Do you want to see the restaurant menu? Sure, here you go. Catch it? What, the cold? Catch the weird disease that's going around? That doesn't sound like a good idea. We've had a lot of strangers lately. I wonder if they're going to the Mercury Lighthouse too. Oh no, one of the lighthouses is up here. Mia's running around town, caring for the sick. I just don't want any more trouble for her. We got an empty bottle. I don't remember what that's for. no, this is terrible. Get Mia, get Mia! Alright, we'll get her. Calm down. Oh, here. You know what? I think one of these gravestones has an item, actually. So, yeah, we actually are grave robbing now. Make of that what you will. I don't know if that other graveyard the dog was in had items. I don't remember. It might have. Achoo, I'm freezing. Is Mia here yet? That little girl said Mia, like, already went to the old couple. So, we probably... Oh. Okay, good. I was worried that I could read that snowman's mind, but it doesn't look like we can. I want to solve this sliding puzzle and get some items. Ooh! I found another gin. Yeah, Pokemon trained me for this. 100%. Alright, what's in this chest? Another vial. Yeah, we might be selling that. Alright. He's been coughing for quite a while now. Want to Google what they're used for? What's used for? Vials? They're just healing items. I can just sell them. If you mean the empty bottle, I think it's something to do with the lighthouse, and we'll I think it'll become apparent. Who are you? Can I help you? Was that the lighthouse? It can't be. Only I can. Oh no, Alex! Alex, the fabulous blue-haired guy from earlier? The plot thickens. To be fair, it was... I don't know if it was water thin, but, you know, it wasn't particularly thick, alright? We didn't do a whole lot to thicken it. Oh no, there aren't any armor upgrades, because they're sick and bad. Well, if that's the case, we might as well buy some herbs while we're here. Sacred Feather reduces monster encounters. That sounds like a wuss item. There we go. They each have 5 herbs. Yeah, we'll give you an elixir. We'll give you an antidote. We'll tell you what, we'll give Ivan the vials as like an emergency healing thing. But realistically, I just don't think we're going to use it. No, not the invisible hand. If only we had some of that mythical spring water, that would fix us right up. There we go, yeah. I think the bottle is for collecting mystical spring water. I think that's a thing. I think we're going to collect some spring water, and it's going to make everybody very happy. Fountain of Healing. Water of Hermes. It brings rejuvenation to all that live. The fountain seems dry. Well, I can't really do anything about that. Somebody is here. Someone is here. Can you hear it too? No, I can't hear it. You can't hear it? Well, I can. Alex is the only one other than I who can enter Mercury Lighthouse. But this statue is blocking my way. Yeah, in a minute. I want to see what's up here. There was nothing up there. Cool. Someone doesn't want me to get inside. This statue is blocking the entrance. Now, I know my laws say I'm not supposed to do this in front of people, but I'm gonna do it. Did you do that? I sure did. I knew it. I saw a ghostly force pushing it. You could see it? Psi energy. Fascinating. Oh yeah, she knows like healing magic. That's you know. You gotta fill the classic RPG roles. She's the healer. She's a keeper of the Mercury Lighthouse, making sure it doesn't get lit so the world doesn't end, I guess. Look, they're going on an adventure. It's fun. Some sort of lizardman to contend with. You know, that little grumpy face emote, that would... I mean, I wouldn't dare replace a Cyndaquil for it, but that would make a good Twitch emote. Just saying. Lizard Man. Oh yeah, we've got a Mars to use. No, I would never replace Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil don't cry. It's fine. You're fine. He who honors the heart of the goodness of the goddess shall stand at the center of all, like a swan in the center of a rippling pond. Riveting stuff. And yep, that doesn't do anything right now. It will do something later, I'm certain. Shenanigans will occur. The path is blocked again. What am I going to do? The statue wasn't here before. I wonder if Alex... Well, Alex wouldn't do that, but... Why? I don't know. You've saved me again. Do you have business in the lighthouse too? I thought so. I'm sure there'll be more places ahead I cannot pass alone. Only those of the Mercury clan are permitted to enter this place. However, I sense something special about you. I think I can trust you. You seem like if you are let into a sacred place that has, you know, deep and special meaning, you're gonna treat it with respect. I just get that vibe from you, you know? Oh, right, you went... okay, I'll have to fix that. That's annoying. Ivan kind of needs slight healing. I know Ivan really wants to spend all our money at the priest. I don't know why. Thinks it's cool. All right. I know there is a secret behind one of the waterfalls, but apparently this ain't it. So yeah, generally speaking, Ivan and Mia are like our primary magic users because they have a lot more MP than everyone else. I tend to use physical attacks with Cass and Garrett. Get rid of this thing. Yeah, that's fine. Doink. Okay, anything up here? Nope. Okay, so now we can kind of travel more freely through this labyrinth, collect items. Oh, you know, spoiler, perhaps, but, I think this might be the first dungeon where we encounter mimics. Where we encounter treasure chests that aren't treasure chests. But of course, I don't remember which chests are mimics, so we're gonna go for them, and we're gonna fight them. Yeah, mimic you. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Can we run from the ooze? No, we can't. That was probably a mistake to even try. Earthquake. Fire. Use Ray. You can heal Garrett. When did we get the girl? Oh, did you step away? We made it to the icy village up north, and she's like, oh, someone's trying to get into the Mercury Lighthouse. And we're pretty sure her brother is Alex, who was the fabulous blue-haired guy from the beginning of the game, if you'll recall. Yeah. Stuff's happening. Oh. Oh, but... Hold on. I'm confused. Yeah, that door's locked. I can't move that from down here. And this is a too wide gap, so I don't think I can jump over that. I didn't pay her. No, she joined us of our own free will. She was kind of like, hey, I think there's going to be more obstacles that I'm going to need the power of friendship to get over. We can, I guess, be friends for now. so now we're friends. Pretty simple. Pretty straightforward. Is there another door around here that I've missed? I suspect that there is. No, we've seen that. Definitely doesn't want me to backtrack right this very moment. And now we can heal our party using the power of magic, and her psi energy will just kind of passively heal as we run around, so that's good. Oh, are they cousins? I thought they were siblings. Okay, well, that's fine. I didn't mean to hit the runaway. In Germany, they are siblings. Huh. Okay. Very strange indeed. Well, it doesn't look like we're gonna finish the lighthouse this evening, I am sorry to say. Oh, I'm an idiot. This is how you get around. Well, at least I solved the unsolvable puzzle. How do I get around? Well, I'm very sorry, but, you know, if we continue, we do risk it becoming past my bedtime. That simply would not do. In Japan, she's called Mary. And in France, she's Sophia. Okay. That's very rude of you for calling out my, my behavior in Discord here on stream like that. I don't appreciate you, pointing out the very accurate fact that at like 12:30 in the morning last night, I created a Discord poll. Or maybe that was Monday night. Either way, you know, very rude behavior. I don't know, I was awake. Should we call out the two people who answered the poll right away? Like, instantly? To be fair, at least one of them's in a different time zone. Because there were responses on that poll within less than 60 seconds of me doing that. So, like, you know, is it weird if people respond to it? And we have unlocked water jumping abilities within this dungeon. And I think that's probably where we're going to have to potentially leave it, unfortunately. We're going to save here. You know, we made it. We made it a little ways. We've gotten a good start on the game. Oof. When are we coming back with this? I don't know. Maybe on Friday. Maybe. Maybe. Oh yes. Wally, Wally wanna say goodbye? Wally wanna say night night? Say good night, Wally. Good night, Wally. Cinematic Wally. Oh yes. Good night, Macca. The classic, recently in the public domain book. Good night, Macca. Good night, Wally. Good night, stream. We'll let you know.